Going on, everybody? Welcome, everybody, once and all of you that are watching and that will watch it play. This is Derrick Huggins here, founder and of all things Avidity, including Avidity Awards, Avidity TV, Avidity Gospel, and you name it. Just anything Avidity, just know Derrick Huggins did it. Before we get started, before I introduce my very special co-host, I need everybody right now take time to like and share this video. Yes, like and share this video right now. I have an amazing guest. I'm about to introduce her in just a moment. I have an amazing co-host with me that's going to help me preview this music. I've got some other special guests coming on here momentarily. But before we get into all of the good stuff, all of the happenings, all of the introductions and all of that, I need you to hit that like button, please, ma'am, please, sir, and like and share. Do that for me right now. I would appreciate that so very much. Listen, we are here tonight to do something special. I am just excited that this is a 10-year goal that is, and God is so amazing and allowed us to do so many things, amazing things with the Avidity Awards. A lot of history is being made literally as we speak. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful to you, all of our supporters, those of you who are watching us, whether you're watching us right now live or you're watching this in the broadcast, or if you're watching this on Avidity TV. We just appreciate all of you for your support. All right. So we're here because this is the Avidity Awards Compilations 2024 Volume 1 Review Live Show. All right. The album is out right now. Yes, it is already out. You can go buy it. Okay. We want you to buy it on iTunes. Yes, go over to iTunes and put in Avidity Awards. That's Avidity. But you know what? If you don't know how to spell Avidity, that's okay, because I got you. Bam, look at the screen right now. You can scan the QR code right now, and it will take you over to iTunes, and you, ma'am, and you, sir, can download and purchase the Avidity Awards Compilations 2024 Volume 1 album. It is out right now. Scan that QR code, going over to iTunes. It ain't number $9.90. Come on, y'all. Y'all got that, right? All right. So we want y'all to do that. But before we go even further, I'm about to introduce my very special co-host. But please make sure you go and like and share this video. Like and share. Y'all know how these algorithms are on our social platforms, on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. They respond off of your engagement and posting. So please hit like, please hit share, so that people know that we're on. And the more that you guys hit like and share, the more people will come in and see the broadcast on their timeline. So if you guys would do that for me, I would appreciate that so very much. And don't forget, you can scan the QR code right now. It will take you over to iTunes. See, I took out all of the guesswork for you. All right, I did it all for you. All you have to do, scan that from your iPhone. It will take you right to the iTunes store, and you can download this album. It's a remarkable album. It's a great album. We have wonderful. I see y'all scanning already. Thank you so much. Thank y'all. Y'all scanning the code. I see it. I appreciate that. But let me say this. We have some amazing artists featured on this album. First of which is B. Slade. Y'all know him from all kind of hits, from Lord Make Me Over to, oh my God, Lord, I'm running out of stuff. Out the Box, the Out the Box too. But anyway, he's on here. His new song Witness is on here, and guess what? Not just the regular version of Witness. He created a special Avidity Awards remix of that song Witness. Okay, so the song that you guys will get is the only place you will ever hear that version of this song Witness by B. Slade, and it is on iTunes right now as a part of that wonderful album. So make sure that you guys scan it. We also got Robin McGee on the album. We've got Talasia. We've got Anthony Hall. We've got Anthony Jefferson. We have Danielle Stevens. We got Robin McGee. We got the Exciting Holy Sons. We got Sod. We got so many people. So listen, make sure that you guys hit that QR code, scan it, and go over there and download the album right now. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce co-host, and then it looks like we've got someone else, Tracy, that's going to be joining us here in a moment. I'll get to him in just a second, but we want to make sure that we bring in our very special co-host. That is none other than this wonderful woman. She is Tracy Bethea, y'all, of iHeartMedia. She is the She's the sorter and the decider of the Hallelujah brand for iHeart Media. She's a big wig over there. She's also the first female program director at WDIA, the historic WDIA in Memphis, Tennessee. Tracy Bethea, thank you so much. Welcome. How you
I
doing
am
tonight?
so excited to be here, Derrick. Let me
I'm
just
excited to hear.
start off saying congratulations to you. I
Yes.
hope that everyone that is on this call can truly understand what you are doing and the ground that you're tilling and breaking for independent artists. I don't know during this time of someone that has really gone to depths to really help and to facilitate and to nurture independent artists like you're doing. And so this entire Avidity brand, I salute you, my brother. I really, really do. That's why I'm on this call, because I want people to understand the great work that you're doing.
Well, honestly, I just appreciate you for saying, not only for saying that, but you have always shown yourself a supporter of ours, going back to the first introduction that you had of me about 4 years ago. And the thing is, of course, I've known you my whole career, but you got to know me about, I believe it was about 4 or 5 years ago. And
Mhm.
from the very beginning, when I told you my heart and my vision for Avidity, you jumped right in and was one of the first supporters of us, especially from radio, gospel radio. And I just want to thank you for not only being here tonight and doing this with us tonight, but also just for your support through these years that we've been acquainted. So thank you so much. Also, everybody, for those of you who don't know, Tracy Bethea made history again. She's been making history her whole career. She made history again because she was the first female inductee into the Independent Gospel Music Hall of Fame. And we celebrated her in New Orleans, Louisiana during our eighth year of Avidity Awards ceremony and show. And so you're just a history maker. How does it feel to just be a history maker all the time? First female program director, WDIA. I mean, they never had a female before, and you're a black woman on top of that. How is that?
Usually when you hear that, you think you're old, but I'm not old. I've
You're
put in
not.
my time. And I mean, the same can happen to every individual on this call. You just have to persevere. You have to keep it going. You have to, check the balances. You got to keep your what you're doing, the main focus, keep that top priority, and you'll be a history, you can be a history maker as well. Be Slade, history maker, and
Yes,
he's young.
yes, he is. And speaking of history makers, so we're just going to go on and get into it since he's here already. I'm very excited as well to introduce this young man. I really feel like he needs no introduction. I mean, we know who he is, okay? Hits after hits after hits, multiple award wins, multiple award nominations, Emmys, you name it, Stellar Awards, multiple Stellar wins. I mean, Grammy nominations, I believe 9 now. So the guy's just amazing. Everybody welcome the one and only B Slade. Let me bring him on in here right quick. Bam, there he is. What's
Yes.
going on,
Hey, what's going
B?
on? How are you? What's going on, Tracy?
Hi, B Slade.
What is?
See, I'm in fan mode now.
Ah, this is Sister iHeart herself.
Well,
Okay, let's go.
yes.
I'm so excited.
I'm just saying when you think about gospel and you think about gospel music and iHeart, you are synonymous
Yeah,
with
they're
those two
like the
things.
same.
So just saying, like
Yeah.
for real,
Back
just is what
And
it
to
is.
know that B Slade's music, which songs were put out years to, how old is God Has Not Forgot?
That's
Person of Jesus.
20. That's 23 years ago. Person Jesus about 25 years. All the out the box stuff about 22 years. I think
That
that's what Yolanda said. Said 22 years. Yeah.
and it's still being played on our Hallelujah brand today. What
Wow.
does that mean? That means it starts with a song. Starts with a good
Yeah.
Mm.
song.
Tyre Griggs, McGee used to tell me back in the Jive Records days and Verity Records days, she used to say, you can make just about anything, She says, but I'm gonna tell you where your big song's gonna come from. I said, where? She says, it's the heart songs. I was like, what? She's like, I hear what everybody's saying. I love the new stuff. I like all the beats. She says, but at the end of the day, she says the songs that are going to stay are always the heart songs. And you know what? I didn't want to hear that then. I'm still independent. I was major at the time, but I found it on both sides, major and independent, that it's true. The heart songs do last longer, and the melodies that stick between 5 notes, that's the way to go. They don't need to hear a bunch of different stuff that only musicians and other singers can appreciate. Between 3 to 5 notes on that melody, and talk about something that relates to folks. I'm gonna tell you what that's been got me in a chokehold, and not just because Yolanda was at the show. I revisited "Open My Heart" because of just where I'm at in my life right now. And when I tell you that song still ministers, but once again, Tracy, we have a heart song,
Mm-hmm. And so is "Make Me Over."
another
That's
heart song.
one of your it was a big song, and it's still we're still playing
Yes,
because everybody needs to be daily. We ask God to make us over, and then
yes.
you sang with such depth. You sang from your heart, and I mean that song. Those songs I just mentioned, they're gonna outlive you.
They go past you.
They go past you.
They go past you. I mean, it ain't gonna be past me anytime soon because I plan to
Right.
be 120 or something.
Right.
But I do know that the heart songs
You know,
will outlast you. Just like, there's certain scriptures that are thousands of years old that you would think they wrote it today, like
Mhm.
right now in this very moment. And I think that's what's important for all the artists who are watching, to remember that when you are approaching it, make it something that people can relate to. And sometimes it means you have to get a little vulnerable yourself. So
Mhm.
you have to be able to make that choice and that distinction. Do I really want to be an artist? Because if I'm gonna be an artist, that means there's some vulnerability and some exposure of oneself to the entire world that's gonna have to take place for them to feel like, okay, I believe what she said. I believe what he just said. I believe what that choir just sang. Not just that the choir sounded good or that the singer could kill it, but that, wait a minute, it sounds like they sit singing this song in my passenger seat, like they're reading my life.
Mhm.
Those are the songs that will go on and on and on and minister on and on and on and on and on. And I'm so glad that I was able to be a vessel to have something like that happen through me, not just to me, but those songs are through us, not from us. You know?
mm, mm,
True.
mm.
So true.
What Tracy? Every time I talk to B Slade, I feel like it's a conglomeration of history, like a history class, a music class, an art class, a fashion class. It's just all wrapped into one thing and a
Oh, yeah,
performance.
absolutely. And that's why he's still here today. And he's
Yes.
bringing what he did from the past with him. Now he's doing a residency. Who does that?
I
But for
receive
one
it.
thing, he's true to himself. He's always been that way, and that's what people love about the music. We're talking about him now because he was
Yes.
true to heart. Everybody needs to be. That boy sang from his heart when he was talking about "Lord, make me over," or
Oh
"God
yeah,
forgot."
that is not forgot.
Feel that. We can talk about Lee Andrea. She was the same
Same.
way. Lee Andrea, I don't care what you say about that girl, comes from the heart and she sings from the depth of her
But
soul.
your
And that's
soul.
people
Hmm.
love her so because she's doing what many of us want to do, but we can't sing.
That's right. That's right. And
Yeah.
she voices the sentiments of the regular person who's just trying to make it in this crazy time. There's something about the conviction of the truth of her testimony that wins every time. People can sense that and feel that. And usually those types of people are considered black sheep, like myself and Leandria. We're the sheep of another fold. You may call our wool black, but not our souls, because we're coming from the truth
Mm.
perspective. And you can't even worship God unless you worship him in spirit and in truth, you know? And and
Ah, no, no.
and and on record, I just feel like we just need more truth. And I'm starting to hear more people tell their testimonies through their songs and finding great results
Mhm.
because we are living
Mhm.
epistles. We are walking testimonies. We don't need to be ashamed or embarrassed of what got us to this point. That's the testimony. You overcome. So add that
That's
testimony element to your songwriting, to your performance, not just the songs you perform, but how you testify and segue between songs in live performances. You can't just be like, and my next song is. You have to know, because of experience, you can talk about the next coming song or the song you just sang and carry that into the next tune. These are skills that you have to master. Shirley Caesar, if you want a master class, watch how she segues between songs. How she can take you in 5 and 6 times and then move right on. She don't stay nowhere too long, but she makes you feel like you were there an hour. You need to study her.
Absolutely. And then for her to be able to still transition with various genres. Many people don't know, but you and Shirley Caesar did a song together. Shirley Shirley Caesar sang with R&B crooner Anthony Hamilton. And I asked Anthony, I said, Anthony, how was it like singing with Shirley Caesar? He said, I was nervous. That's Shirley Caesar. But for her to be able to still be true to herself and to sing the way she sings and add it on with your sound or add it to the sound of an Anthony Hamilton, I mean, and she's still singing today.
I think we
still.
Oh, we got him back now. All right, let's see. Let's make sure we get him back on here. There we go.
Sorry, that was my CPA calling, making sure I'm on top of my finances. Because
come on,
we just can't be making creative things. We need to be in control of the legacy of what we're creating. Amen. So sorry about that. I had love knock. I got to get you back. I'm doing an interview.
But that was a good segue into something else in this industry.
Yes.
Yeah. You have to be able to protect your brand and your money.
Yes.
That's very good. We're gonna continue this 1 second. I just want to make sure that I'm shouting out people who are joining us in the chat. Shout out to the legendary Carmina Barnett. Inspirations with Carmina is on. My mama's on. Lady Tanya's on. Hey, mama, good to see you. My cousin, Lady Victory of KGGR here in Dallas, Fort Worth is on. Good to see you, Lady Victory. Jonte Ruffin, Terry Hallam, Micah Lee. Listen, congrats to my brother Micah Lee, y'all. Right now, his single, Clap My Way, is dominating on the media-based charts. Top 30 is 25 this week. Shout out to Micah Lee and that whole team over there at We Break Records, Uncle Freddie, Fred Jerkins, Radio Robin McCullum. All of y'all are doing a wonderful job with this single. So shout out to my brother who is on with us, joining us here in the chat. I wanted to make sure I just got everybody that was that's joining us, that's on watching this tonight. We appreciate you guys so much. And B, now look, we got to do this because we're going to get to the music. I promise. We're going to review all the music from this great album. But listen, I got to just say this. I went to the B Slate experience, everybody, at the Westgate in Las Vegas, Nevada, and B was on the marquee, y'all. Like, I was like, oh my God. So I'm pulling up in the Uber and I see his face on the marquee. I'm like, bro, like, this is some Elvis stuff going on, you know? And as we all know, that was one of the first stages Elvis hit in Vegas, right? And had a residency there. So let me talk to you first. I'm gonna tell them how I felt about the show, but I want to ask you, since we got you on. First of all, what was it like to do a show in Vegas at that particular place and time?
I still can't believe it happened because I knew I wanted to go to Vegas, but I just didn't know how I was gonna get there. And your gift will make room for you. That's all I'll say. Like, once I stopped worrying about the how I was gonna get there and left that up to God, and just know that He will make a way if I believe according to my faith. And that's exactly what happened. It felt like a dream come true. As an independent artist, I've been doing the B Slate brand since 2010. I have no label, I have no management, no agency, right? So I had to build and work my way to this place and prepare myself for this place without a lot of sponsorship or funding of any sort. So you're talking about using your rent money and your light money and your car money. And I just want you guys to know I understand where you're coming from, independent artists. I can say I'm an indie major, but that still doesn't mean I have the resources to pull off a Las Vegas show. And I had to make it look expensive because I like everything I do, as Derrick knows, like visually, optically, the costumes, the sound, the way everything looks. I want people to feel like it was an immersive experience. And to have it happen there, my dressing room was Elvis Presley's dressing room. I laid on the bed that he would lay down on in between shows because he would do 2 shows a night. He used to pray every night before a show. I got to stand in that exact area and just pray to the Lord and be like, Lord, just thank you for this opportunity, and bless all of the musicians and the people who are coming. Um, Seeing my name that big on a marquee for the first time in my life, seeing my face in a magazine for Las Vegas for the first time in my life, in a career. Um, it's the happiest I've ever been. I got to sit down and eat with my family, like really sit down and eat with them like how we used to, and I hadn't had that experience in a long time too. So my 7th and 8th grade teacher from drama showed up. She's turning 90. So I had my family, my friends, my city, my high school, my industry peers that I love and admire all show up for me. And then Yolanda Adams, surprise, surprise, surprise. I didn't tell nobody. And she just showed up, and I said, well, will you do what you did for me on Out the Box and just introduce me as B. Slade? She said, absolutely. You are brilliant and anointed. I will be there. She paid for her own ticket, brought her own security, brought her daughter was there, Taylor. And I mean, they didn't have to come out here. The management came. That she took care of all of that. Just to support me, just to be my big sister like she's always been. She never switched up on me. She's always encouraged me, and she showed up for me. And so the audience was a little gagged because she wasn't announced. She wasn't part of the sell at all. Yeah.
So, B. Slade, with that being said, then how important is it when it comes to building relationships? Because had you thought you were all of that back then when you got your Make Me Over and your God Is Not Forgotten, but to build relationships, and even I know throughout this entire season or seasons, there were times when you wanted to say, okay, I can't, whatever. So my point is, I want you to share with those that are listening the importance of relationships, and then when you do start letting the enemy tell you what you can't do, it hadn't been done before. How do you get past
actually
that?
Talking with you guys tonight because as successful as the show was, it took so much out of me. So to fellowship with people who are in your industry that are also believers certainly does help. Now let me answer your previous question. What was that again? I just wanted to say that side part, but what was your question again, Tracy?
About the importance of relationships, and then also when you got to the the importance of relationships.
So relationships, people in my life like Neely Dickerson or Phyllis Cadell or Derrick Huggins. These are past decades long friendships, brotherhood, sisterhood situations outside of any of our business and creative interests. If none of those things were involved, we would still be just laughing with each other or chopping it up with each other about real life stuff outside of that. So it doesn't look pretentious like when your single comes out, suddenly you reaching out to somebody like y'all got it like that, but you only reach out when you need something. It's not a good look in the long term of your optics as an artist, your brand. Well, you don't want to come off like, yeah, great talent, God uses them, but man, are they an opportunist? They only call when they need something.
Yeah.
My God.
They only show up to an event if they're on the event, or they're on the event, they sing their part, and then their whole crew gets up and leaves. While the out of town guest has to wait till 40 other acts sing, and then you leave them singing to an empty room, and no one wants to hear no one sing after 3 hours and hooping and shouting. I don't care how good you are.
And then when you aren't singing, you're texting, you're not paying attention.
You're not paying attention.
No, you're not, but you want everybody to stand up on your song. But you won't stand up on your song because you busy texting and trying to see how long it. Then get up and go home.
But
it's tight, but it's right. So listen,
look,
let's do this real quick. One more second. I just want to make sure we're shouting out to everybody that's coming in the room. Shout out to my drummer from the Avidity Awards, my brother Pierre Vaughn is on. Good to see you, bro. Who else is on here? Man, I saw a lot of people
And he can
popping in.
play.
Tiffany French, our director of artists. Oh yeah, he's a
Yeah.
beast. Tiffany French, our director of artist relations with Avidity, is on. I just want to just get all these shout outs in. Charles Walls of the Exciting Holy Sons is on. Kay Shari is on, who another dope independent artist, got some great music out. His single called Save Me is out. Y'all go check all these wonderful artists out that are tuned in. But carry on, B. I just
No,
want
no,
to
we
make sure
gotta
you
shout
shout
out. We
them out.
have to honor those because this is the
Yeah,
future. It's happening right now.
yeah.
You either gonna get with it or you gonna get left behind. You either evolve or you dissolve. That's
Mm,
how this works.
Woo!
yeah.
I would say make all the great music you want, get a radio hit if you can, get a good team. These things cost money. I just want to let everyone know these things don't happen by osmosis. You need a budget. Well, how do you build budget? Where's your merch? Where's your merch? Where are the things that can't be streamed? Where are the books that can't be streamed? Where's the vinyl that can't be streamed? Make
Mm,
things that cannot be streamed, and then you'll start to see your budgets increase for advertisement, for radio spots, because I'm finding out that you really don't move any tickets without television. So one of the things that you can do, Derek, is go to those late night shows, your networks, they sell ads at a different price at nighttime between say 12 and 6. They have those infomercials and things. Find out how much it will cost to run your ads during that time because they're just as effective and you can be reaching upwards of 22 million to 46 million people because they do it for small businesses. The only way an independent act is going to be able to survive financially is if people know you exist. And to me, television is still the strongest way and radio is still the strongest way. Streaming is not helping any of us. So have your merch ready. Have your fashion line, your cosmetics, your books, the things you can't stream. This is how you're going to survive in this new time. Yes, we thank God for the anointing, creativity. He's called us to do these things, but we also have to be good stewards over what he gives us so that we'll have a legacy and not just one hit. Yeah.
mm. So, as I just said, this is a master class. History lesson, music lesson, art lesson, fashion lesson, all in one thing. I'm loving it, y'all. We are here with our very special guest. First of all, Tracy Bethea is my co-host tonight, riding shotgun with me. iHeart, y'all make sure y'all check her out. Y'all can hear her everywhere on the Hallelujah app. Tell them a little bit more, Tracy, how they can hear you on the radio every day.
So it's we have a Hallelujah brand. We're in 10, we have 11 actually Hallelujah radio stations in the southern regions and one in Baltimore. You can listen on the iHeartRadio app, which streams 500,000 streams. Now, let me say this, B. Slade. Streaming, as far as getting the artist paid that way, may not make a lot of money for you guys, and it doesn't. But streaming, listening to stations
Yes,
have the streaming opportunities, it works.
it does work.
Yeah, Memphis alone streams 500,000 streams a month. And that's huge for a country station. So for a gospel station to be able to do that and reach all those people all over the world. But you can listen on the iHeartRadio app or you can listen to me locally at hallelujahfm.com. Derrick, I want to give a shout out. I saw another amazing person on the line, and that is Lamar
Yes.
School, who is also
Yeah.
a great woman who is doing great things for independent artists in Tallahassee, Florida. I'll be
Yes.
sharing at her conference coming up in a couple of weeks. And I just thank God for people that sow back into others. And
Yes.
that's why I just love what you're doing, Angela, doing some great things. It's important that we learn. And that's another thing. A lot of artists come into the industry, they just want to sing, they just want to get up on a stage. And then when you get, sometimes you just want to get the Stella Award and you lose focus. You've got to get out here and realize doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Ministry, most importantly. And so when you get out here and you truly learn the industry, when you get out here and you sacrifice, because it is a sacrifice, but that's anything. That's on your
Yes.
job 9 to 5. You're gonna have to sacrifice, and it's a competition. That's what I need
Yeah.
artists to understand. It's a competition. I know you don't want to hear that in the gospel arena. It's a competition.
It is.
Co- Coca-Cola and Pepsi, competition. McDonald's and Burger King, competition. And so
Yes.
you're going to always have to be out here working, not to beat anybody else, but first of all, you have to be honest with yourself. Am I
Yes.
giving and being the best version of me? Could I have produced this song better? Could I put
Mm.
words around or shorten it? You have to be honest with yourself. And you can't always take your mama and daddy and your cousins gonna always love your song. You're gonna have to get out here and let other people hear it, and then you can't get upset with them. One of the hardest things that I have to do is when I consult people and they say, well, God gave me this song. I'll never argue with you that God didn't give you a song to write, but did he tell you to sing it?
Or
Uh,
release it.
Well, even in releasing it, if it's a good song, but maybe your vocals can't be what you could see if Tone solicit songs and let him take it. Look, Tone went back, be Slade, and let him, you know what I'm saying? You have to be open to so many things. There are artists that are looking for great songwriters. So
That's true.
sometimes you have to look at it that way, that maybe it is a good song, but could it be sung a different way? Could someone else take that same song and hit it out? Michael McKay is not upset that he didn't sing The Battle is the Lord's.
Okay, come
Right.
on. And so
Man.
here, so the people are coming in hot and heavy. So I want to make sure I'm getting everybody. I got to shout out my sister from another Mister, Mita Washington. Everybody, she is on middays.
Mita.
Kirk Franklin's Praise on Sirius XM is in the building. Good to see her. Also, Angela Moss-Poole. Shout out to Angela Moss-Poole, Dr. Angela Moss-Poole, who I am so excited that I was a part of her original board that she put together for the IMB. Also, the IMB is now in collaboration with Avidity TV. They have their own channel on Avidity TV. So original content coming from her students, you guys will be able to see on Avidity TV in very short order. She has an amazing conference, the Music Business Conference, coming up at the end of this month. I was honored last year to serve as the moderator of all the panels. Last year was an amazing time. I promise you, if you are anywhere near Tallahassee, Florida, make your way down there, because I promise you, they have a whole litany of amazing, wonderful industry executives. I'm talking about big name people, like from the Grammys and doing all kind of stuff. So you guys want to be there. Tracy will be there. Mita will be there. Fred Jerkins will be there. I'm telling you, it's the place to be. If you're anywhere near Tallahassee, Florida, get down there the end of this month. And I know she'll put the dates for us in the chat so you guys can see that. But definitely check her out. iambusiness.org is where you can get more information about the Music Business Conference. Definitely check her out. But I wanted to make sure I shouted her out and thank her for collaborating with Avidity TV in terms of giving her students, who are high schoolers, right, looking to enter the music industry. But y'all, what I love about the IMB is that it is so much more than just teaching them, just basic music. It is teaching them how to start a label. It's teaching them about copyrights and royalties management. It's teaching them all of the fundamental things that you need to do in a 360-degree way to really be successful in the music business. So it is my honor and pleasure to be collaborating with them for this. So IMB TV, y'all check it out on Avidity TV. I'll tell y'all, we're doing great things over here at Avidity. So make sure you partner with all of these wonderful people that we are connecting with and are connected with, and just let's just do it big. All right. So shout out to, again, Angela Moss got in here. I just want to make sure I'm getting everybody. Got Karen Lynn Morton is here. That's my sister. Good to see you as well. I'm telling you, I think I said Micah, all of you wonderful people. So we appreciate y'all for watching. Continue to like and share. Okay, now we got to get to some music, and then we're going to come back and talk a little bit more, because this is a music review show. So for those of y'all that forgot why we here, we are here to promote this wonderful compilation album. God has blessed us to do this. It's 10 years in the making, and we are finally here to do it. So I'm excited about that. It's the Avidity Awards Compilations 2024 Volume 1. So y'all know that means Volume 2 is coming, right? Okay. Just want to make sure y'all knew that. All right. So y'all go check it out. Listen, all you got to do is scan the QR code right now. If you have not done this on iTunes, let me tell you why I'm specifically saying iTunes right now. The album debuted, you guys, on its first day at number 24 on the iTunes Christian sales charts, album sales charts. Reason that's important because this wasn't just gospel albums. This was a collection of gospel and CCM Christian contemporary Christian music albums. We were number
Yes, white
24.
and black Christian music.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna say it, B, but since you said
I'm gonna say it.
Say
How
it.
about that?
Right.
but since you said it, that's true. So it is so important that you guys continue to support in that way. All of my Apple users, if you have an iPhone, please, ma'am, please, sir, it's only $9.90. Go on over. Here's a QR code again. I'd have made it easy for you. Get your iPhone out right now and take your camera and scan this QR code. It will take you directly to iTunes. And please purchase. We like the streams, okay? God bless y'all for streaming, but we need the sales, okay? We need the sales because this is our first time out the gate, and we want to put the industry on notice that independent music is already taking over. Listen, the horse is out the barn. You can't stop it. You can't push it back in the door. It ain't happening. We here to stay, okay? We here to play. We're here to slay, and we here to stay. How about that?
Hey, all right.
All right. So make sure you guys go. This is what we're here to do tonight. No, you got the bars, man, for real. Hey. But okay, so we're gonna get started with the music. And first off, since B is here, we're gonna start with B's song. And again, everybody, this is well, B, you set it up.
Well, this is a special mix of this song "Witness" that came out, and Avidity Promotions actually worked it at radio for me to the point that even Mita Washington, Kirk Franklin added to rotation on a regular basis. I appreciate y'all represent, but I did but I did a special version. Actually, Pierre played on this too. Him and Morgan, they were in the band. This is a very special version. It's the Avidity Awards mix, and it's only available on this compilation. So the way I was dancing and doing everything at the actual Avidity Awards, that version is on this album, but only on this album. So I don't give my exclusives away, but this is Avidity, so we had to do it big.
I'm just saying, y'all, this is why you want to scan that QR code. I'm going to put it back on the screen for y'all in a minute, but this is why you want to scan that QR code. If you have an iPhone right now, I need you to buy it, y'all. And I'll explain more when we come back on the other side why that's so important, okay? So again, we're doing it all tonight. We're previewing music, we're doing history lessons, but we're also teaching you guys about the industry and why it's so important to do the things in the way that we're telling you to do them. But without further ado, y'all, this is called Witness by the one and only B Slade, the Avidity Awards remix.
Avidity Awards remix.
All right, let me get it queued up here. Here we go.
Yeah, the word is out, I saw the casting call, I think I fit the bill. Since I've been born again, I guess I got the whip appeal. Hey yo, Jesus is real, on his word you can build. Gotta stay in his will, you feel me?
Looking in the building, trying to find a witness.
Can I get a witness?
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 Hey, I've been looking in the building, trying to find a witness. A witness for my Lord.
Hey. Hey, that is Witness. That is the Avidity Awards remix. You will not hear that version anywhere else except
Nope.
on the Avidity Awards Compilations 2024 Volume 1 album. By the way, everybody, get on your iPhone right now. If you ain't already
Right
got this, I need
now.
y'all to copy right now. Get over there, iTunes, scan your iPhone right now. You can scan this QR code on your screen. Get over there. I need everybody. Everybody. How many bodies? I need everybody.
Everybody.
Not even everybody. I need everybody. Okay?
Everybody.
If you got an iPhone, get on over to iTunes right now. Let's run the numbers up. Again, shout out to all the amazing artists on this compilation for a debut at 24 on the iTunes Christian Outgoes chart. We appreciate that. But listen, we fell off a little bit, so we need to run the numbers back up. I need everybody. You got an iPhone anywhere, go right now and scan that QR code. Get this amazing album. And y'all about to see why you're going to get it. We're not just saying get it because we want you to buy it. We're saying get it because these are some dope artists on this compilation. And this is part of what we want to do. And Tracy, I just wanted to tell you why we're doing what we're doing. I wanted to do this compilation and B, because of course B already knows why. We talk all the time. But the reason I wanted to do this compilation, because as you know, Tracy, when we have our conversations, I'm always saying the way that I believe that this generation of independent artists is going to get to the next level, it has to be through media, right? So we need to dominate through television. We need to dominate through giving other areas of visibility outside of just the stage. And I felt like, well, this is a perfect way to do a number of things at the same time. We can raise the profile of the Avidity Awards, but we can simultaneously give a platform to independent gospel artists in this particular case, right? And give them some shine there. And I can tell you, I was already getting feedback when that album debuted at number 24 on iTunes. People were hitting me up saying, what's the Avidity Awards? And so I already started getting messages from that. So I just want you guys to know there's always a method to my madness. There's a reason why I'm doing everything that I'm doing. And I just want to thank you guys again for always rocking with me, Tracy, B, for always rocking with me. I come to B with all kind of crazy ideas, and then he'll bring something back to me. And so y'all be looking for us because we're about to do something as well in very short order, Tracy, that kind of involves you. So.
Okay. So they're asking to put the code back up. So put the code back up, please,
Yes.
Derrick. And as you're
We'll do
putting
it
the
right.
code
Yes,
up,
ma'am.
I have a question for B. Slade. How important is it? And I know the answer to the question, but let me ask you this. B. Slade, did you have control over every aspect of what we heard? The music, the arrangements, where everything went. Did you have access to that or have control over that?
I think we lost audio.
I was saying
There we go.
from now or from my earlier career, which
Well,
part are you?
now.
Well, and like that last song, I had complete control and autonomy over everything, which is why it feels good because there's no bondage in it. You know, it's literally what I felt needed to happen. I needed a mid tempo bop that made people excited about their salvation again, and being a witness for God because your life is so complete and so full of joy because you have production like this, you have swag like
Mm.
that. It's not a contradiction to love God and have style. So I just wanted a song like that, and having that creative freedom as an independent artist. I don't think I'd switch that. There's lessons I learned from being with the major, so I don't want to make it in any way seem that there aren't lessons to be learned about playing it with major banks. Because when you say major labels, you're saying major banks. That means major loans are being
Mm.
given out to you that you have to recoup.
Yeah.
But on an independent level, just being able to like do the things that I want to do as God gives them to me, as creative and bizarre as they may seem to some, it seems that people somehow get inspired to be liberated in their creativity and God as
Mm.
well.
That's the reason I asked, because I know when you're with a label, you do have to kind of, there are guidelines to follow. But even as
Yes.
an independent artist now, at least one song I think should be able to be something that you really, um I mean, the real you, or
Yeah.
something that's a little different. I don't think
Different.
anything is wrong with that. Not that it would even make radio, but just for you to see,
Express yourself.
be able to express yourself. But you have to do, because now the production on it was amazing. Of course, we expected nothing less. That was just a show. When I was thinking, I'm like, okay, when are we going back to Vegas be with, when I was
Right.
witness, because it's truly an experience. But I think as an independent artist, there should be at least one song that you may not even expect radio airplay
Of
from,
course.
that you are definitely able to truly express yourself as you did on that.
Yeah. I agree. I call, well, when you're with a major label, you have to give them like 4 to 5 Pop Tarts. And then I would say to the label, all right, now don't stand over my shoulder while I'm painting the rest of this album. I gave you the tools that you asked for. And I realized you have a certain formula, format, and the label has relationships with certain programmers. There's a lot of politics to all of this. So that's why all of your words should just be kind of neutral, because everybody's the cousin of someone that you're going to need going up or you're going to see coming back down. So that's another policy I was going to say, Tracy. It's just people's behavior and how they speak about each other. I think it's important that you keep things neutral. It's a very small industry, and you just don't know who's related to who, and who's friends with who, and that can in the long run affect who plays your records, who pushes your record, who invests in you. So most of these people who are doing this, we're all friends. So if you're not nice or you're not cool, it's gonna it's go wait a minute, Derek will tell you, I'll call him, but yo, I need a credit check on so and so and so and so and so and so. Is this okay for me to affiliate my brand with? I will
Mm.
consult him.
Absolutely,
I will, and
absolutely,
these are gospel folk. I will, I'll still,
absolutely,
they think of me as the rebel. I'll be like, now I gotta protect my brand from some of y'all.
absolutely.
So I go to him and I say, brother, and not even on no judgment, but is this a good look for where I'm trying to go with my thing? And he'll tell me the truth. No, this person's fine, but watch out for this, or go about it this way. You have to have that kind of counsel and wisdom in this industry, because you be thinking you get letting somebody have it, and you don't know that's somebody's cousin, and they like, did you know what? Your artist just said whoop de whoop de, and you just spent 100,000 on their video.
Yeah,
Mm.
that part.
Ooh, yeah,
That part.
So wait a minute, so be mindful of that as well in your creativity and being yourself. Express yourself in a cautiously enthusiastic, more optimistic side than the cynical side, because no one wants to be around someone who complains about everything all the time. No label wants that, no manager wants that, no publicist wants that. They
Mhm,
want to see that you like doing what you're doing. When
mhm.
it's time to get up and do those radio interviews in the morning, you can't walk in there looking
Ooh,
like you just rolled up out of bed and no, this is your job. Well,
Or that
those.
you miss it altogether, or you call 10 minutes late.
yes. Okay,
I
y'all.
only,
Real quick, hold on, real quick. I got some more shout outs. I'm telling you, all of my fam is coming rolling up through here, and I'm absolutely loving this. Shout out to my sister from another mister, Blair Monique Walker of the BMO Experience. Blair, in my opinion, no one does graphics, animated graphics, better than her other than B Slade. Because he does that too. I'm like, what don't you do, B Slade? B Slade is my alien superstar. He does
Superstar.
everything. Like and then he's great at everything too. Like be one of them people in school you really just low key want to trip.
Not tripping.
No.
Be like, how you like B Slade? Well, you know I can braid. I can braid four rows instead of 3. No, but seriously, shout out to Blair. Also, shout out to Bobby Parker of the Bobby Parker Radio Show is on. One of my other wonderful friends, Stellar Award winner, radio announcer and program show host, Broderick Purvis, y'all, the program director of WLFB in Louisville, Kentucky. Shout out to him. B. Purvis wants to drop some words on your track, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we have to do a little a viral situation where people just fill in the blanks, bring some more attention to the record. Actually, that's a fantastic campaign, Derrick,
Yes, absolutely. Also, shout out to Carlos Hale is here from Urban Soul Cafe is here. Shout out to him. He commented, shout us out, shouting out Tracy. Everybody, Elton Taylor is here. Elton is my COO for Avidity Awards and Avidity TV. Shout out to Elton. Thank you, man, for being on tonight in this wonderful time. Oh, my God. Lakia Stokes is on here. Lakia Stokes, y'all, has a wonderful album called Diary of a Church Girl. If you have not, I promise you, ain't no skips on it whatsoever. She is a part of MC Lights Management. They're doing a wonderful job with her. Kia, kudos. I know we promote our record tonight, our album tonight, but it's enough for everybody. We can share. But y'all definitely go check out her. That's what we do. Absolutely. Go check her out, y'all. I promise you won't be disappointed. Every single song is amazing. Go check that out. All right, so we're here. We'll hear another song on the album. How about that? Can we do that real quick? Because we got another. We got songs. We got songs, honey. Where my background singers? Where my background singers? Where my background singers?
A mess.
Tracy, you know we got rap.
You know what?
I love you, Miss Patty.
I had to do that because y'all, as everybody knows, B worked with Miss Patty for many years. Was our creative arts director, and he sung all the shows with her.
Yeah, and about 5 years. Yeah.
I don't even know if it's appropriate for me to ask you how you.
What about what?
How you got asked to be on the tour with her?
Actually, Eric reached out and he wasn't sure if he was thinking that how do you say it? She wasn't sure if I would tour because I'm B Slade. And I'm like, you're Miss Patty. Of course I would, tour with you and accompany you or support you. I don't have to be. I like supporting cast. I like being at just a regular dinner, just hold my part down. I love it. So that's how that came about. And the first show we had together was Mother's Day, the thing they used to do on VH1 for mothers. And Miss Patty was the guest. And so I held back because I was a new cat on her spaceship. So I was like, I know you got me on your tour now, but I'm still not trying to where my welcome. So she pulls me in the back and she's like, B Slade. I said, yes, Miss Patty. I hired you because you're wild. I said, yes. She says, well, you wasn't wild. I said, well, I don't want to, I'm just trying to make sure I'm just getting here. She says, that's not how that works. She says, Negro, if I give you that mic, I want you to rip their heads off. Do you understand me? You ain't stepping on my toes. I'm fine. I hired you because you're crazy. Now go be crazy. I'm like, yes, ma'am. That's all I needed to know.
Man, when I tell you, Tracy, I just fell out laughing. Every now and again when we're talking, I'll be like, B, what Miss Patty tell you?
No. Before that, she called me at home and I wasn't working at all. I had no work coming in. I was really feeling pretty depressed. And she was just like, first of all, Snoop hit me up and said, hey, nephew, Miss Patty wants your number. Is that cool? I was like, yes, thank you, Snoop, for asking. But of course, Miss Patty got my number. So then she called. I did a demo for her for I Should Wear a Crown for the Bible of Love album that I ended up doing with Snoop Dogg a few years back. And she heard the demo and she says, I like the song. But who's the nigga that's singing the demo? So I was like, I want to get a hold of him. So he gave, well, he got permission,
Oh
whatever.
my
He got my
god.
number, gave it to her. The next day, she hits me up.
Whew.
She's like, "Is this B Slayer?" I said, "Yes." She says, "Hi, this is Miss Patty." I said, "Hi, Miss Patty. How are you?" She said, "I'm fine." She says, "Are you sitting down?" I said, "Yes." I said, she says, "Are you home?" I said, "Yeah, I'm home." She says, "Well, ain't no way nobody that sing like you need to be at home. You coming out on the road with me. I can't wait to crow with you." She says she wanted to crow with me. I can't wait to crow with you.
Oh, Lord.
I had a plane ticket the next week. I talked to management, and my first date was in Miami. And 5 years later, it was a amazing experience. I needed that moment. I needed that master class. I learned so much. I learned
Yeah.
so much of how to do what I'm doing right now from watching her.
I was going to ask you, name just one thing. I know there were many. One thing that you learned from her, that you take with you and use today.
How she, no matter who came up to her, she treated everyone the way you would hope Miss Patti LaBelle would treat people, like how you fantasize your favorite celebrity or singer would treat people. You hope they do. It doesn't always turn out that way. The lesson I took away from her is that every person meant something to her. Everybody was somebody to her. No one was a stranger. She knew no strangers.
Wow.
She
Yeah.
treated everyone the same. And I was so impressed with that because I was hoping that she was that vibe. You never know. But I was
Yeah.
blessed enough to be around somebody who was the nicest, cooked for me,
Mm.
invited me into her home, treated me like an actual guest, showed me things that, you only dream about. And she was gracious enough to put me up on game about that. She would take me to the side and encourage me in things. And she understood where I was coming from.
Yeah.
She was
It's
relatable.
it's it's I tell you, just the things that I've seen you do in your career, like a lot of people don't know that you wrote the intro to One on One, the TV show starring
Yes,
Flex Alexander and Kyla
that's
Pratt,
right.
that you wrote that and sung that song. So
Yeah.
what was that like even? Like
Well,
just
the
stuff you've been
first,
doing.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to overspeak you. Derek, they turned down the first version. So that was disheartening. That was a lesson I had to learn. Paramount didn't like the first take that I did on it, which was fine, but we thought it was funky, and I guess it was just too funky. I don't know what it was. Sometimes corporate has a vision of how they want a certain thing to come off. Now, if you want to play with the big boys, you're gonna have to make some concessions or don't play. So I could either pout and be like, well, nah, that beat was hot. They don't know what they talk about. I don't need to be on this. You can get off like that, or you can take another stab at it and see maybe Michael Jackson told Rodney to tell Ronnie Jackson to tell me one time. I said a song and Michael Jackson's like, deep deeper. I'm like,
Uh-oh. Is that just me hearing some garbled sounds?
yeah, I'm hearing,
I was hearing it a little.
I'm hearing.
Okay, I think your audio was kind of breaking up some B when you were talking. So I couldn't make out what you were saying. It was sounding like computerized.
Man,
I don't know. Well, what we gonna do? I tell you what we're gonna do. This is a perfect time. We're gonna play another song, and by then, let's see if B's audio is corrected. We're gonna play another song. This song has got a quartet feel. This one's by Robin McGee, y'all. This is also on the compilation album, and it's called "Come On Jesus." Let's go.
Many times I failed you, but you never given up on me. I tried doing things on my own, but I just can't get it right.
Come on, Jesus. 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 Take over my life. Take over my life. Come on, Jesus. Come on, Jesus. Can you hear me crying? How can I make it without you? Come on, Jesus. Come on, Jesus. Take over my life. Take over my life.
Come on,
Yeah.
Robin.
Robin McGee, everybody. Come on, Jesus. Yes, that's on this
Hey.
album, the Avidity Awards Compilations 2024, Volume 1. Let me tell you something. Robin went
Wow.
down. Shout out to Tracy Bethea inviting Robin to the 3rd annual Sister Strut in Jackson, Mississippi. And when I tell you, she rocked that stage, and it was incredible. So shout out to Robin McGee. She has an appointment. I know she'll probably come on at some point before we get off, but just wanted to shout her out. That's on the album right now. Remember, everybody, you can go and scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen right now. You can go get the Avidity Awards Compilation 2024 Volume 1 album right now on iTunes. Scan that QR code. It takes you directly to iTunes to get it. We need everybody, you, and you. If you have an iPhone, please do us a solid. Now, and let me just kind of briefly explain to you guys why we need to do this, okay? The reason why we're saying to buy it, okay? We do want you to stream it as well, don't get me wrong. But the reason we want you to buy it right now, we are in the first week of the release. This is probably the most critical week of any release, is the first week. We want to really make sure that we make a strong showing for the industry, really. And so because this is our not only a compilation album, but it's also the first for Avidity, it's really important that we run those numbers up and that we show the viability of the independent artists and what we can do when we rally together as a community. So it's important for independent artists, especially if you're an independent artist or whatever you do in the space of gospel, really, to be honest, I can go even beyond just independence. It's important that we put up numbers so that we can show the viability of our genre, first and foremost, and then secondarily, the viability of independent artists. So wanted to make sure that you guys knew that. Okay, Tracy, did you have anything on that before? We're still waiting on something going on with B, but we're going to keep rolling because we got plenty of songs here. I'm going to go ahead and invite Pastor Bo on from Chicago, Illinois, and he's on with from the group The Exciting Holy Sons, and I believe Jay is on here as well. I think he in the car, so it might be a little dark. Jay, you on, Jay?
He hadn't.
Okay. Yeah, well, Jay is on. Jay is also one of the lead singers from The Exciting Holy Sons, from Chicago, Illinois. They have a wonderful new song that Pastor Bo wrote, who's right here. His name is Arthur, but we call him Bo. He had a wonderful song called "You Can't Stop Me."
Yes, sir.
That's on it. So we're gonna hear this one real quick, and then we're gonna come back and talk to Pastor Bo right quick about this song because it's starting to be one of my favorites. So we're gonna hear it real quick, Tracy, and then we're gonna come on back as soon as I can get over my thing, do what I tell it to do. Get on over there. You don't want to do what I told it to do. Get on back over there. All right, sorry, y'all. Trying to make sure this screen won't close. Y'all loose here. Get on away from here. I'm trying to do something. Not let me close the screen. And I don't want to hit the wrong thing and end up closing everybody up out this joint. But I'm trying to get on over there.
Sound like you need some tech support.
Listen, some tech support. Oh, I think I got it now. All right, y'all. This was called "You Can't Stop Me," The Exciting Holy Sons. Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm working every day on my heavenly home. Yeah, sometimes making mistakes, I even doing wrong. I'm determined to get my mention in the sky. I can't stop now. Yeah, let me tell you why. Because heaven is my goal. Yeah, Lord. Each and every day. I gotta keep on moving. to see my Jesus face. Say it one more time, yeah. I got to keep on moving. Listen. Oh, can't you see the signs of the time? The love of many is wax cold. People are losing their mind. Oh, he said, when these things be, it won't be long before you return. Yeah, and carry me home. I got headed. Yeah, long. I'm climbing high mountain, trying to get home. Yeah. I got to see his face, yeah. And I got to keep on calling. Cause it's Christian rain. Oh, I was a little bitty boy when I made my start. I promised to do your will and give you my heart, yeah. I had so many friends, you know what they did? They walked away. But I'm still determined to see his face. Oh, nobody. I'm not gonna let nobody turn me around. You know why it's been hard on this Christian journey. I had to cry sometimes, yeah, all by myself. But you know what? Every time I think about how good he's been to me, and every time he brought me through all of my problems and my trials, I keep on toiling on this Christian journey, 'cause I can't give up now. Oh, I can't stop. No, I can't stop. No, I can't stop. No, I can't stop. You know why? It's getting late in the evening. It's getting late in the evening. And the sun, and the sun, and the sun is going down. I got to keep on walking. I got to keep on preaching. I got to keep on praising. Keep on praising. Oh, he's been good to me. He's been good to me. He's been good. He's been good. He's been good. Ooh.
Yes, sir. You can't stop me. The Exciting Holy Sons on the Avidity Awards Compilations 2024 album. Yes, sir. Okay, before we talk about this song, I definitely got to shout out to some more people in the comments. Shout out to my cuz, TJ Huggins Jr. is in the building. Carlos Hill, I think I shouted him out earlier, but he's here. Stefan Morton, who's also a member of the Exciting Holy Sons, is here. Who else we got? Oh my goodness. Talasia's popped on. We're going to hear from Talasia in just a moment. She's one of our artists on the compilation. Again, shout out to Angela Moss Pool. What? Omega George is in here. Tracy, you see him? Look at Omega. Shout out to Omega George is in the building as
Brilliant, brilliant man of God.
Yes.
Brilliant man of God. Yeah. He's
100%.
legend in the
Yeah, Veronica Charnel. Praise God. I hear something. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just talking about Omega. This room is filled with a lot of people that have done a great work and continue to do a great work in our industry. When you think about, Omega has done from major labels and major artists. He's a comedian and he's a preacher. He may not say it, but he is. And just doing great things to help our independent artists. You mentioned Carlos Hale. Carlos, I remember I've been doing this 38 years. Carlos was another person who started with independent artists. And I want to say congratulations to him because he says that he is going to retire this year. I think it's 20 or 25 years. And so that's a long time to uplift and, the independent artists. And he was doing it back during the Stella Awards, actually one of the first only sanctioned events really given in honor of the stellar. So congratulations to Carlos. He says he's retiring this year, but he's done a great work for the independent artists as well.
Yeah, and this is again, I continue to always applaud people who are uplifting the independent artist voice in a industry that's dominated with dollars, frankly, and we know a lot of independents do not have that. But I do think things like streaming, DSP aggregators like TuneCore and DistroKid are helping to level the playing field somewhat. But as independent artists, let me again shout out to you and tell you that it takes still investment and finance. We heard B say that a few moments ago. Let me tell you, this is why you should be connecting with the Avidity Awards, all of the platforms that we do, because not only do we give you platforms, not only do we advocate for you, but we also educate you. And that's what is needed more than anything else. Because once you leave that stage, that's only 5 to 10% of what you do over your career. You need to know what to do once you're off that stage, which is the majority of the time. What are you doing? Do you know how to contracts, and you know about copyrights and the differences between a split sheet, right, and a song writer's agreement? Do you understand all of these nuances of the industry? That's what I'm always preaching every single time. And while I'm doing that, let me just put a pin in there and say the 10th annual Avidity Awards, y'all, the biggest night in independent gospel music, is making its way to the great city of Dallas, Texas, where it all started, right here in the Metroplex. Dallas, Fort Worth, get ready. October 31st through November 1st. It is going to be absolutely amazing. Shout out to the Dallas Fort Worth Mass Legacy Choir. We are going to be honoring the DFW Mass Legacy Choir, all of the wonderful hits that we remember from them and more. They will not only be contributed, but they will also be performing for live in many years since their hiatus. So God is so good to the Avidity Awards. Also, just done today, we will be announcing later tonight, and that is this woman, that beautiful woman you see sitting next to me. She will be hosting our social media lounge during the 10th annual Avidity Awards. She will also be teaching at our master class, Avidity Awards master class, on Saturday, November 1st, that morning. You want to miss it. And I just threw this in. I want her to present that night of the show too. I just threw that in, so I ain't talked to her about that. She's probably gonna choke me when we get off of here, but that's all right. I'd rather ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission. So I'm telling y'all now, this 10th annual show is going to be a show of tributes. I got some great things in store for y'all. I can't announce it all tonight, but just know this 10th show is going to be special in every single way. I want you to know you do not want to miss the 10th annual Avidity Awards, the biggest night of independent gospel music. For more information, you guys can check us out on our website, avidityawards.com. Avidityawards.com is where you can get all of the updates. And, of course, follow us on all of our social platforms as well, where you can get all the good information. Pastor Bo, now let's talk to you real fast.
Yes, sir.
Now, you wrote this song, You Can't Stop Me, but you were also leading on this song. And
Big
I
mistake.
want to. But I gotta give them a little background about how this came about, because this was not the song that they were going to perform at the 8th annual Avidity Awards. They had another song that they had already picked and selected. But when I went up to the Earthen Vessels, I believe 48th anniversary, if I remember correctly, in Chicago, and I heard the Exciting Holy Son sing this song, and I told Terry, who's their manager and also our director of quartet, I told her, I said, tell the boys, they not singing that other song. They
Yeah.
song. Every time, bro, how you just go check? Because I'm the HNIC. But I say go. And I said they going to sing that song. And so, but see, one thing about it, Tracy, I was absolutely right. When they sung that song in Memphis, I mean, not Memphis, but in New Orleans, it took that place to shreds. And so, and here it is now on this album, this compilation album. So, Pastor Gold, what does it feel like, not only as the leader of that song, but also as the writer of this song, to see this song featured on a song that debuted at on an album that debuted at number 24 on the iTunes Christian album chart?
Amazing. I'm so humbled, man. I'm so humbled. Even though this was the biggest faux pas of my career as a songwriter and a musician, because I pride myself on staying out of the way and just writing and producing and playing my little guitar and let those guys get all the shine, by intent. But I'm just, man, I'm so humbled, man, about by this experience, because just being able to share on this compilation with all of my peers, some guys and people that I look up to, guys like Tone, Robin, who's an amazing vocalist, just all of these other guys, it's just a humbling experience for me, man. And just knowing that we're actually doing very well, with this presentation, man, with this compilation project. Yeah, I'm once again, man, I'm still like, sometimes I sit and think like, is this actually happening? Like the very thing that I feared the most, because again, I've always been like cool with being out of the limelight, but like here we are, and we're here, and I'm humbled, man, and I appreciate it. I thank God for this opportunity, man. So it's amazing. It's amazing, and I love it.
Well,
I love it.
yeah, well, congratulations, man. Thanks for stopping by and talking with us for a little bit. We appreciate you and
Appreciate
honor
you.
you.
Yeah.
And look, I applaud you for being courageous and stepping out in the front. For those of y'all who don't know, plays lead in the group, lead guitar in the group, and so he don't like being out front. He likes to just be back there playing his guitar. But I applaud you for stepping out front. I applaud you for letting me bully y'all into doing this song that year.
Yeah,
It's a good
Trace, I ain't know if
song.
you have anything you want to. Yeah.
It's a great song. I've seen you perform that song live. Your
oh
stage
wow.
presence is absolutely amazing. I did want to ask you, so and being quartet music in 2025, I want you to know that quartet music is it's there's about to be an uptick. It's starting to be an uptick in quartet music.
Yeah,
So for you to continue to stay true, I guess, to who the group is, I commend you on that.
thank you.
But there is an uptick with the quartet, and that you're able to still have some contemporary sounds maybe in the song, but still
Yeah,
hold true to, that that's a quartet song. So hats
yes,
off to you and the
thank
group
you.
for staying there, because yeah.
Yeah, that thank you, because we Holy Sons I've always tried to write, a quartet that's true to quartet, but also innovative, because a lot of my influences has been jazz. I'm a smooth jazz type of guy, and I've listened to a lot of that, and I've always just kind of never held, tried not to hold them into some a certain bag. So whenever I write, I just kind of just let it be what it be. We want to stay true to quartet, but we want to also express it. We've been known, Holy Sons, we've been doing this for a while, over 30 years. And even our very first project that I wrote, a lot of people still rave about that project and said it was not like the run of the mill quartet, but it was still very quartet-ish. But it was very, it had some nuances of a lot of other influences, and people love it, and so that's what we try to do. So we try to, make it breathe. you know,
Pastor Bo, look,
yeah.
man, we appreciate you. Thank you
Thank you,
again
God.
for letting me bully you. Thank you for your support, not
Yeah,
just of the Avidity brand, but for me personally. I appreciate your friendship and your brotherhood, and we love you, man. God bless you,
love you too, brother.
and continue to write great, great music for the
I got it.
Sons and whoever else the Lord tell you to write for.
I got you.
All right,
Love you all.
Godspeed, man. God bless you. Love you
All
too,
right.
man. Take care.
Peace.
All right, everybody, listen, we got more music to preview here. We're almost done, and then we're going to let y'all get out the way, but we want y'all to make sure you know where to go. So pull out your iPhone right now. You can scan this QR code that's on the screen and go get the Avidity Awards Compilations 2024 Volume 1 album available right now. Now, it says pre-order down there, but don't just, it ain't pre-order no more. It's live, okay? That means when you buy it today, you hear it today. How about that? So you guys can hear it in full fidelity, because I know a lot of times on these streams you don't really get hear the full essences of these songs on these live streams. But we just wanted to preview it to give you a sample of what you're getting, right? What you are purchasing. All right, so go and get that album right now. I am, of course, here with Tracy Bethea, wonderful, wonderful program director, on-air host. She just a boss, y'all. It's just somebody you need to know in this industry. But Tracy, again, I want to tell you, I appreciate you for all that you do for all of us, and certainly for how you have continued to uh, support Avidity and what we do at the Avidity Awards. And I appreciate that. And I just want to ask you, since you deal with all artists, major, certainly, you have certain standards you guys have to meet with iHeart. But I want to ask you, why do you feel, just from your own vantage point, why is the Avidity Awards so important for independent artists?
Because it's a platform that I don't know the totality of the Avidity Awards and the brand itself has never been done like in one complete package. I don't think it's ever been done at this level. What you are doing from bringing together radio, television, streaming, and how you have built and are building this platform for independent artists to this level at one time and really so quickly. I don't think it's ever been done before. The level of you keep your name out there. You keep us abreast of what you're doing. And so that's important. Some may do it on an annual basis, and that's fine. But you continue to add to your brand, making so many different avenues available for independent artists. It is about radio, but it's not just necessarily all about radio. There are so many different platforms that artists can take their music to, as you talked about the digital. And the teaching component of it, being able to get Tracy Bethea, Amita Washington, a Carmina Barnett, to see what you're doing and want to share, Angela Moss Poole, to share what you're doing to help the independent artists, because it is, again, it's difficult to get to where you're trying to go, especially if you don't, because some artists just really want to sing.
Yeah.
But it's important that you have to know you've got to invest in yourself to say, I want to know more. You want to know every aspect of what you're doing. Even when you get a record rep, you have the right to ask them certain questions before you sign and you pay as a brand new artist $1,200, $1,500. No, you have a right to ask questions. So the teaching and the learning and the exposure that you're giving them on so many different levels on how to market and the media base and understand the charts. I don't know anyone really that on an independent level that is doing it like you're doing it. And I commend you for that.
Well, I really give God all the glory, and I want to also, I would be remiss if I don't thank the independent artist class. And I want to I want to use my words carefully, because to be sure, a lot of independents are not, in my opinion, doing the necessary work. And but to those who are and are certainly supportive of our platform, whether that be through sponsorship or paying for performance spots or ad spaces, all of that goes into underwriting what we do throughout the year. To your point, we're in the midst now of working with HBCUs. We're waiting to get those online, where they'll have a channel on Avidity TV as well. The HBCU Indie Inspirations Tour is forthcoming. So many other things that I can't even get into right now, but we're working on to continue to highlight, elevate, and shine a light on these artists who are doing the work in real time. So I always say to artists, you said it earlier, Tracy, about the relationship component, which I think is underexpressed. You cannot go far in this industry without good relationships. Like, you just can't. I'm just telling you. And so it's important that you learn how to lock in, especially with something like Avidity, because don't just look at the genesis, but you have to be visionary enough to see the trajectory. Mm-hmm. And what I'm proud to say, and I don't mean this in a braggadocious way, but I'm saying it, I give God glory that he is given us a platform that I see not only a sustainable track going forward and upward, but it is moving like a speeding bullet, to your point, Tracy. So I want to encourage all of you independent artists that are watching this, even those that are producers, songwriters, connect with us. We're even starting a new initiative now, Tracy, called the Avidity artist collective, and so our industry collective, excuse me, and it is a collective that is designed to help artists pool their resources together, where you can write and get your BGVs done, you can get your music done, and all of that for a nominal fee, and we put out an album featuring your songs. That's going to help you continue to get traction. So many things we're doing. We're teaching you how to get multiple uses out of one song. Did you know that your DSP platform, you should be releasing at least 6 songs a year? I'm talking about singles on these DSP platforms, whether that's Spotify, Tidal, Pandora, etc. But some may say, well, Derrick, I only got the one song and I don't have a lot of money. Well, this is what you do. You take that one song and you create 4 to 5 different remixes of the same song. You can do a worship remix. You can do an acoustic version. You can do a disco version. You can do a quartet version. You can do all kinds of versions, and then just keep releasing that single in its different iterations over the year. And that's how you maximize the algorithm on these DSP platforms. And that's how you rise up to the top, and you are discoverable to audiences all around the world who would never have known about you before. These are the types of things and hacks and tricks that we teach to our collective. And speaking of collective, the Avidity Recording Academy. Every single month, we do a member strategy session on the 4th Monday of every month, but it's for members only. So if you join Aura for only $40 for the whole year, Tracy, I eat more than $40 at dinner, but we're only asking for $40 for one whole year. You get access to all of this data, information, resources, and connectivity. So do that, y'all. I just want to put that out there and
That's
say why you
good.
should connect. Yeah.
That's amazing.
All right. So, y'all, we're going to keep it rolling. Look, I ain't got but 2 more songs because we're going to get Tracy off of here, and we're going to get you guys off of here as well. But I want to just premiere 2 more songs since we're here. But I also want to say to you guys, make sure that you, please, ma'am, please, sir, go and buy the album. We need you to buy it. Don't just stream it, okay? So you can scan the QR code again on your screen. It will take you directly to iTunes, and you can buy this album. We need you to do that for us this week. This week is so important. But go ahead, Tracy. I know you want to say something.
How many artists are on this project, on this compilation?
There are 9 total artists.
9 total artists.
Yes, there are 9. Okay, there are 10 songs with 9 artists. So, artists, I'm just saying, y'all, let's run these numbers up. Let's chart. Let's make this thing do what it needs to do, and let's let the industry know that we are here to stay, and we ain't going nowhere. All right.
Yeah.
So, Elton, I love Elton. I always put my quotes down there. But yes, a lot of people don't know that, Tracy. You should be doing that, and that's how you keep, like on Spotify, on Tidal, on Apple Music, on Amazon Unlimited. This is how you keep your visibility up. When I don't know if y'all have ever noticed, when y'all are listening to those platforms, at the bottom you'll see some also sounds like, it'll say this artist sounds like this person. The way you get on those kinds of lists is they need to see that you're releasing on a consistent basis. It's just like regular social media, right? The algorithm responds favorably when you are consistently posting content. The same is true on DSP platforms. You have to consistently be releasing music, and that is what the algorithm responds to and gets you where you need to go. All right, but enough of that. We're going to hear 2 more songs on this tonight, and then we got to get up out of here, all right? I wanted to play them all, but listen, we ran out of time, and that's okay. But you got a chance. You can hear every song on here. You can hear it as many times as you want to when you go and download it. Okay, we need you to buy it. Let me say that again. I need you to buy the album. Please scan the QR code on your screen. It will take you over to iTunes. You can buy the album, and let's run the numbers up. Tracy, there's a song I have to play. This young man, he couldn't make it on the live tonight, but he's a wonderful artist. His name is Anthony Jefferson from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He's got a wonderful song called Seek Me that he performed that year, and it also went over very well. It did very well at radio, and we worked it as well. But we're going to hear it now. This is by Anthony Jefferson called Seek Me.
It's in your broken place. That's where I'll heal you. It's in your broken place. That's where I'll find you. It's in your broken place. That's where I'll meet you. It's in your broken place.
Your strength is grace. If you seek me with your whole heart, that's where you'll find me, right where you are. If you seek me with your whole heart, that's where you'll find me, right where you are. It's in your broken place, that's where I'll heal you. It's in your broken place, that's where I'll find you. Yes, it's in your broken place, it's where I'll meet you. Yes, it's in your broken place that your strength is grace. God said if you will seek me with your whole heart, that's where you will find me, right where you are. If you open up yourself to me, I promise I will work it out for you. I know you can't find your way, but I'll meet you right where you are. Like I meet you in your broken place. Yeah. He did it for me in my broken place. He brought me out. He brought me from my broken place. He met me there, reached way down. Yes, he did. In my broken place. God is able to heal you from your broken place. My God is able to heal you from your broken place. Anybody want to be free today? From your broken place. God, we need you to free our mind from this broken place. God is able to love you. He will find you right where you are. If he has to reach way down in your broken place, God, I need you to let me out of this broken place. I've been in this place long enough. I wanna be free. I need your love. There's no easy way out. Yes, you gotta go through. So just humble yourself and let my God heal you. Just hold on to his hand. Trust me, God truly understands. I've been where you are. He never let me alone.
Yeah.
Great song.
Yeah. That one's called Seek Me by Anthony Jefferson from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He performed that song, Tracy, in New Orleans, but it was so good to me and it ministered to me so much. I asked him to do it again. We went to Chicago last year for the 9th annual show as well. But except when we do volume 2 of this compilation, which will release the weekend of the Avidity Awards this year, when we do volume 2, that album, the live version of that song will be on that album. So it's going to be a little different, but the same. And so shout out to Anthony Jefferson. I told him at the time when he very first let me hear that song, I told him, I said, it's something special about that song that really it resonates with me. As a radio promotions professional, Tracy, I hear songs all the time. And I like songs, I can decide. I'm like, oh yeah, I think that song would do good or whatever. But that particular song, it really ministered to me personally. So just want to give him a kudos for that. And so one of those songs that you get to just sit with and let it just kind of
Mm.
flow with you. So
That's,
anyway,
that's exactly what it does, because it makes you think about yourself
yes,
in your own, because we all have at some point in our lives, we're dealing with a broken place.
yes,
Sometimes we don't
yes,
even know it, but this song, that's a beautiful song.
yeah,
Great
I
song.
agree.
Yeah, tell him that's a really good song.
I sure will. I will let him know that. All right, y'all. Look, and our time with each other is coming to an end because, like I said, I got to get Tracy off of here. I got to get off here. Y'all got to get off here. Y'all probably got stuff to do. We got to get to work and all of that tomorrow morning. We don't want to hold you guys too long. I have one other song. This one's by Talasia, who's on here. And Talasia is, we call it gospel R&B. It's got that flavor and vibe to it. So here's the thing I want y'all to know. Yes, and this album, y'all, is truly a complete album. It's like got something for everybody. We got quartet on here, we got contemporary, we got gospel R&B, we got traditional, we got everything for everybody on here. But this last song we're going to hear tonight is by Talasia, and it's called Everybody Gonna See. Ha ha! Glory to God. All right, let's go.
When you crack the sky, every knee will bow, and every tongue will confess that you are God and King and King and King. God into water and the blood, the God into water and the wine. God is too big for your mind. A God that's timeless. Yeah, he sits high indeed. I never knew someone that cared so much about me. God, because I know you, now I gotta show them. When you crack the sky, every knee will bow, and every tongue will confess that you are God and King and King and King. Everybody gon' see. Everybody gon' see that you're Lord and King, that you're Lord and King, and you've got all power, and you've got the power. Almighty, 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 Almighty. People are searching, looking for the truth, but it ain't working. Being misguided and converting, serving prideless gods not deserving of you. Oh, when you return, Jesus, oh, they gon' learn. And all I'm trying to do is reaffirm you, Jesus. They'll know on that day when you crack the sky, every knee will bow out, and every tongue will confess that you are God and King and King and King. Everybody gonna see it. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. And you've got all power, and you're almighty. You're almighty. Yeah, Lord, gonna see that you're Lord and King, yeah, yeah. Lord and King, yeah, yeah. And you've got all power, and you've got the power. You're almighty, Lord. His name is Jesus. He's Lord and King, and he's got all power. He's got the power. His name is Jesus. He's Lord and King, and he's got all power. He's got the power. You say your name is Jesus. What is his name? Your Lord. We know that you reign, Jesus. Yeah, you reign, Jesus. What's his name? Your name is Jesus. Yeah, you reign. Your Lord and King. You got all power. You got all power. You got the power. Your name is Jesus. Your Lord and King, and you got all power. You got the power. Your name is Jesus. Your Lord and King, and you got all power. You got the power. Let me introduce you to the King, 'cause he'll save you, yeah. He'll save you, yeah, yeah. Let me introduce you to the King, 'cause he'll fill you, yes. He'll fill you. He's got the power to save you. Your name is Jesus. The power to fill you. The power to free you, man. The power to free you, man. The power to save you. Your name is Jesus. The power to fill you. The power to free you, man. That's right, he'll free you, man. His name is Jesus. Your name is Jesus. And King, and King, and power. He's got the power. His name is Jesus. Your name is Jesus. And King, he's got all power. He's
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. That
Love
was
it.
called Everybody Gonna See by Talasia. I love that song so very much. Shout out to Talasia who's in our chat. Thank you,
How
Talasia.
how long is that song?
Oh, you know what? I don't. It's not showing me the time on here, but
Okay.
I'll make sure I get it to you.
Put
But
I'm just wondering, Talasia, put it in how long is the song? It's a great groove. I love it. And here's another opportunity for artists that sometimes come out of the box. Maybe some artists won't or stations may not play that song, but there are a lot of R&B stations that 404 is good. I would shorten it a little bit and
yeah,
then
please do.
I would take it and I would try. There are R&B stations that play gospel on Sundays that would add that song right now. Do you have
Whoa,
somebody working
whoa,
it? Yeah,
whoa,
there
whoa. So,
there are
Laser, you hear that?
you're gonna have to shorten it, but there are
Yeah.
some artists that would it's not artists, but radio stations that play gospel on Sundays mornings, 8 to 12 noon or whatever. That song would definitely work because well produced. Your voice is beautiful, crystal clear. So yeah, you need to seek that. Do you have someone working it?
Wow. I don't know if she. I think. I think it's a little delay between as we're speaking and what they're
She's,
hearing.
she's commenting.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, she's kind okay. Well, that's a good song, great song. Mhm.
Listen, Trelasia, you heard this from the Tracy Bethea. Okay, of iHeart. She tell you it's a good song. It's a good song. So
Yeah.
get on that. Just saying. You know,
Yeah, and
I,
all of them were
I, I
good.
know some people that do radio promotions.
Anthony was a good song. All of them were good songs, but there are um, stations that will play it. That's another door, depending on where you are, another door that you can go through, and that is finding R&B stations that have gospel on Sundays that will play contemporary sounding or R&B sounding songs. Just like with quartet, I want to go back to that a little bit. Lisa Knowles, who is
Yes,
considered an A artist, but this new single she has out called Promises,
promises. Yes, Lord.
it is quartet, but it's still got some contemporary to it. But you sure enough know it's quartet
Yes.
that is going to burst open, I believe, a door for quartet music
Yeah.
because it's well produced and they're singing on the song, but it's got some contemporary sounds to it, but it also has quartet sound, which I believe will help get radio to play the song when a lot of radio stations don't play a lot of quartet. But I think this will be a game changer for the industry.
I agree 100%. I said that at the time. You know, you and I both attended the live recording that Lisa did here in Dallas.
Mhm.
Phenomenal job. Oh my God, they did a phenomenal job. But that song, I remember in the room, I was texting Robin McGee. She was sitting on the side you were sitting on, Tracy. She was on that side. And as they were singing that song, Promises, I was texting Robin. I said, this song is going to change the game for Quartet. And I'm so to hear you say that just kind of validates what I told her in the room as that
Mhm.
song was being sung. So
Mhm.
yeah, shout out to Lisa Knowles Smith and the Brown Singers. Phenomenal job on this new single Promises. Great live recording.
Mhm.
It was one of the ones I haven't enjoyed a live recording in a long, long, long time, and
Mhm.
I enjoyed theirs very much. So kudos to them. Also kudos again to Lakia Stokes. Wonderful album, Diary of a Church Girl. Great, great job. Um, but Tracy, I have a new show we are premiering on Avidity TV, and it is called Profiles in Gospel. And who is my first guest? Who is my first guest? You know who my first guest is?
Hmm.
Who is my first profile in gospel on?
Hmm.
Think a lady sitting right here on the screen, Tracy Bethea. So we're in the process of editing that now. And what I was telling you, I alluded to earlier when I said me and B are working on something. B is going to work. He and I are going to do. He's going to interview me about your interview, about your show, about the show I have you on. So it's going to be interesting. But we just want to do some fun stuff for content wise to help promote it, and we'll be dropping some clips in short order. Everybody from the interview, you did a phenomenal job, and we're also interviewing everybody. Our second episode is Daryl Luster, who is head of A&R for Malico Records Gospel Division. Another great giant in the industry. Wonderful job. We had a wonderful time with Malico Studios a couple weeks weeks ago. And so, Tracy, I'm excited. Are you excited about this show?
I don't know. I get to talk. No, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited. I am. Um, I love what I do, and I'm passionate about what I do. And I try to give. I don't know everything, but I know a little something about how this industry works and how it's continuing to evolve. And then just trying to get people and independent artists to understand that all of the genres of music, country, rap, hip hop, Christian, they all have issues or things that could be better. What we can't do as African Americans of the gospel and Black music and Black radio, not trying to separate, but we have to be very careful of the things or negative things that we would want to portray about our industry. We have to get together and make it better. Complaining about it, what is that doing? We have to make the changes and make it better.
Plain and simple. Can't say it any plainer, y'all. So look, I want you guys to be on the lookout for that. I was originally going to release that episode at the end of this month, but when I talked to B and he actually came up with the idea to do this kind of promo for it, where he interviews me about your interview.
Oh,
So I'm gonna send the interview to
y'all gonna
him.
talk about me, huh?
No.
No,
We're
I
gonna
know.
we
Okay.
go we're gonna promote it and we're gonna blow it up so good. And I'm excited about this particular show, this particular not only show episode, but the whole show, the whole TV show, Profiles in Gospel. Got some great other guests that are going to be forthcoming. So y'all make sure y'all check it out. We're gonna drop the reel, and we'll drop some other things for y'all very soon. So shout out again to B Slave for being on, and to and he's also doing our visuals for the Avidity Awards this year. So that's going to be amazing. Can't wait for that. Our on-screen visuals. It's going to be fun. So check this out. I said it one more time. Tracy Bethea, everybody, is going to be hosting the Social Media Lounge at the 10th Annual Avidity Awards in Dallas, Texas on October 31st. You don't want to miss it. The biggest night of independent gospel music. Go to avidityawards.com. Also, if you guys are wanting to we still have a few slots left. If you want to be a segment sponsor for the broadcast of the 9th Annual Avidity Awards this summer, you can still do that as well. Very affordable rate, only $100 to be one of those sponsors where you can get your music and or commercial featured during the broadcasting of the Avidity Awards broadcast. And so it's going to be amazing. Some good things are happening. So I want y'all to make sure y'all lock in with us and check it out. Okay. All right. So thank you. Shout out to Derrick Houston. I see he is on here. Good to see you, man. One of my good brothers. He and his brother Fred were on here earlier. Appreciate y'all, man. Love you guys. Thank y'all for your support. Well, Tracy, that's it. We've done our preview. We've done what we came to do. I appreciate you riding shotgun with me today. Just one more reminder to everybody watching, you can definitely go and download. Please do that. As a matter of fact, get your iPhone out right now, scan that QR code on the screen, and go ahead and download the Avidity Awards Compilations 2024 Volume 1 album. Got some more great songs we didn't get to tonight, but you can get it and listen to them as many times as you want. Also, download Avidity TV. And guess what? What that say at the bottom? How many zeros is that, Tracy?
3.
And this says 0. That means it's what? Free.
Free.
So please, man, please, sir, go download Avidity TV. Listen, we've got podcasts on there. We've got movies. We've got original Avidity TV programming. We got music videos, secular and gospel. We've got all kinds of stuff on there for you to consume 100% free. And we are on pretty much any platform you can name. If you got an iPhone, we're on iPhone. If you have an Android, we're on Android. If you have an iPad, a tablet, right? We're on smart TVs. We're on Roku TV. We're on smart TV. We're on Fire TV. We're on Fire TV, Fire Stick. Come on, you can't beat that. And guess what? If you don't have any of those things, we are on your laptop or desktop computer. All you have to do is go to aviditytv.com and you can watch it for free. You can subscribe for free. You can download it for free. for free. Scan that QR code. It's going to take you over there to get everything, all things Avidity TV. Help support the movement and keep Avidity going strong. And we appreciate you all and your love and support for that. God bless everybody tonight. Thank you guys so much. Again, we appreciate it. Shout out again to Micah Lee, my brother, who's doing an amazing job. Clap my way on the charts. Angela Moss-Poole doing a phenomenal job with the Institute for Music Business and the upcoming Music Business Conference in Tallahassee, Florida. Y'all make sure y'all go check her out. Go to imbusiness.org. It's her website, imbusiness.org. And that's how you can find out more about the Institute as well as the conference and Dr. Poole herself. Go check her out, who's also an accomplished artist in her own right and working on some amazing gospel jazz music right now. Y'all make sure y'all go check her out. It's really top notch. And again, if you're anywhere near the Tallahassee, Florida area,
Join
I
us.
encourage you, join them.
Yes.
Tracy will be there. Mita Washington will be there. Fred
Yes.
Jerkins will be there.
Yes.
Oh my God, it's a lot of people, y'all. It's so many wonderful people that gonna be. I can't even remember them all. But if you go to imbusiness.org, you guys will be able to see all that they're doing. She's doing a phenomenal job. She and her husband Corey, they're doing a great work there in Tallahassee. I am proud to say I'm a part of that movement that they are doing there, and we're going to continue to have connectivity between Avidity TV as well as IMB. So y'all go check them out. All right. Love you guys. Thank you, Tracy. God bless you. All right, y'all. We out of here because we got to go. We got stuff to do. And Tracy busy. She ain't got time to sit here with me all night long talking and carrying on. But I love you guys. Thank y'all so much. We'll see y'all next time. Get the album. Go get it right now. God bless.